Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in the Wild podcast. My name is Laura Grace Jenkins.
And I'm Mally. Welcome back.
And we have a highly requested guest with us again, the grown up, or at least teenage, Mabel.
Miss Mabler. Hey, girl. She's so sleepy.
She's looking particularly adorable right now.
She's a little bit hairy, and I think her vision is like 50% right now. All the hair.
Oh, she's so fuzzy and sweet. She just starts licking your hand when you pet her. She's saying thank you. Anyway, so I think we have a pretty fun episode today. We're going to be talking about bucket list items. We've asked our listeners, that's you guys, via our social media pages, what their biggest item on their bucket list is.
Yeah. So I think that'll be really fun.
Me too.
We've kind of already shared some of ours before on previous episodes, like things we want to do in our 20s. But your bucket list is like the big one. It's before you kick the bucket. What do you want to do? So
that is what a bucket list is.
Yes. So maybe they'll be a little bit more extravagant than just your casual 20 things to do in your 20s.
Yeah. And also that was like forever ago. That was like our 5th episode or something.
We're almost halfway through our 20s. That's
really
terrifying.
Didn't need to remind me of that one. No, that's so crazy.
We'll be 24 this year.
What were we doing when we were 20?
I was at community college.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That feels like forever ago.
Yeah.
So maybe our 20s are going very slowly.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Have you found something on her?
No, she's just extremely dirty. I thought there was a stick, but it's just her whisker. So
she plays so hard outside.
She really does.
It's okay.
Anyways, you have some exciting things coming up.
I do. I'm about to go to my summer job actually like tomorrow. The day that this episode comes out, I'll be moved. Oh, hey, Mabe. And you really need to watch the video of this episode because Mabel is stealing the show as usual. But yeah, so I'm moving to my job and I'll start on Monday, and I have to say I am really excited. Yeah, I think I like, some people like really love school and excel in like that setting, but I think I'm better at work than I am at school.
Yeah.
You know?
I definitely get that. It's easy. It's more like you don't necessarily take it home with you. You clock in, get it done, and then it's you time.
Yeah.
And you're heavy on the you time.
I have no problem taking me time.
Yeah. No shame in that game.
You know what?
Good.
Not to like get on a soapbox or anything, but like life, I live to play. I do not live to work.
No. I think it's incredibly sad that we spend like the majority of our lives just working to live, to have money to literally pay bills.
The fact that you spend more time with your coworkers than you do with like your children
is sad.
Just like really rubs me the wrong way. I don't really like that. Or your spouse. I really hate that. Like I've chosen to spend my life with this person, but you'll spend more hours with these
not
people.
That much. Like 1/3 of my life with this person.
You didn't choose. Yeah.
It is sad. But unfortunately, it's how life goes.
I guess, at least for a little while. But another note there is that life is, and we're starting off this podcast in a bit of a, we're just diving right in.
Well, it is actually 12:30 in the morning.
It is.
Friday morning. So let's just say there's absolutely no telling what this episode's going to turn into. Once the midnight hour hits and we press record, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. That's so true. But I don't know. I just think a lot about like how we're always like, oh, I have to do something productive every day. And I totally get that. Like being lazy is bad. Like it's kind of like sinful to be like constantly lazy.
Yeah.
But life is also not about productivity and like optimizing your productivity levels. Like that's just,
no, I agree.
Life is about noticing butterflies. And seeing the beauty in every day.
Exactly.
When I was taking my criminal law final, I kept telling all my friends, everyone was like, "Are you ready?" And I'd be like, I don't know criminal law, but I can see the beauty in the small things.
And that's all that matters. Truly.
And yeah.
And your clients are going to be better
That's
for that.
more valuable. I'm not doing criminal law.
What if,
I probably will one day.
Yeah.
Just know,
so if you're like clients. A criminal and into that stuff,
if you're
this is the girl for you.
If you're into doing crimes, just kind of like keep me in mind, like if you're a career criminal, like a few years down the road, just keep me in mind if you want like a fresh face in the courtroom for you.
Are you having the moving blues?
I am having the moving blues. And also like I have said this before, or I've started talking about this a couple episodes ago, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm also on my period, and it's just like it's kind of a dark time.
I have been so emotional this week because we are two in the same in that nature. Anything will send me over the edge. I literally had to when I went into work yesterday, I was like, "Be nice to me. I've been crying since 5 o'clock." So watch your mouth.
Yeah.
And anything I ask you to do, you better do it in a timely manner. Because I'll be unstable for the further notice.
It's really crazy how much like it affects you.
This is okay, maybe this was just me, but like even when I pray when I'm in that time period, I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to cry. And I just know it's a rabbit hole for me. If I start thinking about one thing, there's a massive spider on the floor. If I think about one thing, it's gonna turn into so much more.
Yeah.
Please hold.
She's killing the spider, and it's dead.
So I know if I start talking about one thing, it's just gonna like snowball into things that I just don't need to dive into every other month or every month. So it's actually just the worst.
Also, whenever I have been like having a weird week and just feeling like weird and like have the blues, you're just kind of down about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm cracking up that she's doing this every time I start talking.
Oh, Mabel's like, and to make this about me, she's like, I've got the solution, girls. Get spayed.
So what was I saying? Oh, every time when I've been like having a little bluesy week and then I like start my period, I'm like, oh, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just so classic. Like it's so it's like,
come on, honey.
That's probably been happening to women for hundreds of thousands of years.
In the 1800s, like in the Great Depression,
and
then you get your period.
No, you're like in the days before there was running water, and you're like going to do your daily chores. But this particular week, like they're just bugging you so much extra, and then you start your period, and you're like, oh, that's why carrying water to the home was so horrible this week. Like that. This has been going on for centuries. You know it.
Yeah, it actually has been since Eve.
Yeah.
Dang Eve. Just kidding. But,
oh, do you have something to say?
She's sensing that you're going through something.
Did you see her registered as a therapy animal?
She's trying to comfort you.
She's literally laying her head on my bosom. She's so cute.
Oh, real recognizes real. Okay? Mabel, she's real like that.
That was actually so sweet.
She does that. She is into hugs. Mabel is a hugger. That's actually adorable.
Actually, I might cry.
You know what? I'm excited for you to be vulnerable because you've never cried on the pod.
Oh,
she said there's more where that came from.
There's so much I could share right now. And like
go ahead.
No, I mean just like about like reasons that I'm sad, but none of it makes logical sense. Like none of it could I explain to people and be like, "Oh yeah, like I get why you're sad." Like no.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Do you need to share anything? Like
no.
This is your safe space.
I don't want to be crazy,
No, I think it's relatable. It's beyond relatable.
It's relatable to women, but you know what? If there's one thing I've learned about men, it's that they will take normal things in a woman's life and make her seem crazy for them.
Yeah. And let's turn this into how we don't like men.
Not all.
Kidding.
Not actually, most don't, but there are those select few that give them all a bad name.
Yep. They really
I could
do.
name some if you like.
Let's do it. First and last. Sit down.
So anyway.
Well, we're
anything
excited for
with you?
your chapter, this new chapter.
Thank you. I actually, on a real note, I am really excited to start my job and to live like a little bit of a city girl life for a little bit.
I want to come visit you.
You really need to. My apartment's pretty cool. I have to
Yeah,
say.
I know. I can't wait to see how you make it yours. And we are about to move. Our house is supposed to be done in like 2 weeks.
Yay.
So then we can finally start moving into it, which will be really exciting and just a tad bit like stressful buying furniture and stuff. But it'll be really fun. I'm in the process of finding a bed frame at the moment. ATM. So if you have any good bed frame recommendations, hit me up.
How is Colin doing with like
His financial
coming to terms
status.
with yeah?
Did I tell them about the TV?
I can't remember. I don't think you did. I'm obsessed with Mabel. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm sorry if this is a repeat of last week. I don't know if I shared this with the class or not, but as we know, Colin is in his penny pinching era. And so we were looking for a TV for our living room. So he buys one without consulting me. It's 75 inches, and that is how big our wall is in our living room. So we have a cinema, and we will be charging all of our guests to come to our house.
We've been saying you literally are gonna have to turn your head to see the other side of the TV, and maybe wear 3D glasses. We're not sure about that one yet, but that's that we're suspecting.
So just be prepared for the IMAX cinema that I'm gonna have, and I'll be selling tickets to any popping movies. We can make it a whole experience.
We can, yeah. The complete movie experience.
The complete movie experience. Can't wait.
That's like a podcast insider joke.
Yeah, only the real ones know. The
Yeah.
OGs. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Are you ready to dive into some bucket lists?
I'm so ready. I think we got some excellent responses that I had not really ever thought about before.
Really?
As bucket list items. First of all, do you have anything that's like heavy on your bucket list?
You know, I was sitting here thinking, and there's like a few things that I want to see. Like, I definitely want to see the Eiffel Tower, and I definitely want to see the statue of. I've been talking about the Statue of Liberty, and I've said it so much as Litterby that it's like I have to think about how to say it right. I've talked about it so much this week. I don't really know why. But I know that that's like a simple one that I could check off and will be checking off come
Yes, in August.
half marathon time. But that is like something I want to do.
Yeah.
And I would like to see the Hollywood sign.
Yes.
There's just like, I don't have any like major one right now because I'm still working on the 20 things in my 20s.
Of course.
But we'll see. I might think of some. Maybe I'll be inspired.
Okay.
Do you have any that are burning?
I have so many things, and there are very few things that I like don't want to do. You know, like I would
that's
try.
the thing. Like, it's hard to just say,
Yeah.
this is what I want to do, when really I would love to do it all.
But the first one on our list is one that I'm like, I don't have to do that.
Okay, what is
And
it?
it's skydiving. What do you
I
think?
would enjoy skydiving. Does it look like Mabel's talking right now? I think I would really enjoy skydiving.
Wait.
I think I would really enjoy skydiving.
Okay.
I do kind of love an adrenaline rush, and like the whole bungee jumping off of a cliff. I would do that.
Yeah, I like adrenaline too, but I think that as I've like gotten older, I've gotten really anxious. And when I was young, I think I didn't feel anxious usually. Like, I feel like there's a very big difference between like adrenaline and anxiety.
Yeah.
And I think
No, if it like puts you to the point where you're like physically being repulsed by it, then
yeah, I'm afraid
that's
that like
not necessary.
the days and weeks leading up to it, I would be anxious about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
It's-
heights don't really bother me, but like that's more than just heights. Like, you're jumping out of an airplane.
Yeah, you could die.
Yeah.
So.
But that's a common one on people's bucket
Yeah.
list. I guess just because of like the extreme
Yeah.
adrenaline rush, you know?
that's like an extremist kind of thing to do.
Yeah. And I like extremist things. I love extremist movements.
I am an extremist. But not that extreme.
But that's a little too extreme.
That'll be enough for me.
For some reason, I just freaked out about your butthole going on my hand. I'm sorry.
Literally chill.
So, yeah, I'll be sitting skydiving out, but I'm happy for everybody who does it. I'm actually a little bit jealous.
Mabel, get down, honey.
That they would be able to do it. You think she needs to be?
No, I think she's having anxiety. She's
could
got to
never
skydive off of this couch, and she's feeling anxious about that.
Okay, next one is a little bit similar, flying a hot air balloon.
I would love to do
Me
that.
too. I would do this.
Love.
It's a little bit slower pace than skydiving. You don't have to jump
more
off of it.
controlled environment.
Yeah.
However, a big old balloon is what is holding you up in the air.
Yeah.
Let's revel on that.
I know. And it's really weird because, like, how does hot air
Keep that up.
I mean, I'm sure someone could explain the science to us, but I'm not
I don't
interested.
care.
I'm good with wondering, you know?
Yeah. Some things I just don't care to know. Like how cell phones work.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Don't want to know.
Well, things like that are over my head. Like,
Yeah.
I am never going to understand how, like, Bluetooth works.
I'm just dumb. Okay.
I'm not going to get that.
So-
And I'm never going to watch a documentary on it. I don't want to know.
Never, ever.
But you know what I did watch a documentary on, and I'm kind of into now?
What?
The Bernie Madoff,
The murders?
no.
Oh, wait, what's their last name?
Murdoch?
Murdoch.
Close.
Okay, I thought that's what you said.
Murdoch. Am I even saying that right? Murdoch?
I don't really
Bernie
know.
Madoff?
What-
Madoff.
What is it?
Okay, guys, I'm sleep deprived. You know what I'm talking about, though. The stock market thing, like,
Oh.
he kind of, I don't know. I actually haven't finished the miniseries about it.
So don't share facts.
And honestly, I'm not recalling anything from it. But just know that's what I'll be watching. That's what's on my content plate. Okay, so anything else about flying in a hot air balloon?
No, I just think that would be absolutely beautiful.
Me too. I love it.
Maybe we could go together.
They
one
have
day.
those like hot air balloon festivals, and like there's a huge one in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, we'll just hop right over
Yeah.
as we do.
Okay, next. I've seen this a lot recently. Go to a Formula One race.
I think that would be fun, kind of like the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, but like, what is it?
A race,
But
like
it's
for cars.
not like NASCAR. It's a different league, I guess.
I
Kind
don't
of.
know what Formula One is.
I'm feeling like it's international
I think it's like more bougie than NASCAR,
for sure. Yeah, NASCAR's like super redneck, hillbilly. Yeah,
which is fun.
totally.
We're into that stuff.
Yeah. Listen to my liked songs on Spotify and you'll know that I'm into redneck stuff. She is kind of tweaking. Poor Mabel.
She doesn't want down.
Okay, there we go. There we go,
She's
little
a
girl.
little whap dog.
Sorry, we're mothering today. We're babysitting.
I am a mother. No one wished me happy. Actually, Kaylor, Madison's little boy, wished me a happy Mother's Day. He
Aww.
went, Happy Mother's Day, Mally. I said, thank you.
He probably thinks
Thank you.
all women are mothers.
Well, he realizes that I am a mother.
She's
I birthed her.
freaking out. She wants to jump down so bad. Look at her paw on my leg.
Just go, Queen. Rip the Band-Aid off. Get down, dog.
Mabel is so mean. Okay, next is own a beach house.
Would love to.
Would love to, yeah.
Yeah. But then you have to think about, like, paying taxes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But it would be really
However-
nice just to have to go whenever
Yeah,
you
and
want.
if you rented it out, like,
Yeah.
if you planned it out and you're like, at least even rented it for like half the summer, depending on where it was, it would probably pay for itself.
Yeah.
Like, there's and people,
And how convenient to have, like, if your family wanted to vacay,
yeah.
or if you wanted to do a beach elopement, you already have a house.
Totally. If you were to have a beach house, where would you want it? Hilton Head? You're
No.
a big Hilton
no.
Head vacationer.
I would want it to be somewhere where the water's clear, or like a Maine beach house. This episode is garbage.
She's been tweaking for like 2 minutes.
Mabel, you are ruining our lives.
It's like what she's doing right now.
My legs.
If you are listening to the audio only, just know that Mabel looks like little kids when when they're like trying to do a backflip, but they when they're trying to do a backflip, but they have like a mental block, so they just start going like over and over and over again. That's Mabel trying to jump off a couch right now.
She's going through something, guys.
She is. That's literally how I would be acting if I was going skydiving a week later.
Yeah. Heights are scary, honey. It's okay.
Yeah. So, I will say owning a beach house, like, I hope that's in the cards for me. But you know how when I was little, I felt like I could do everything I wanted to in my life. But, and this is it's not really sad. I thought it would be sad if I ever realized this, but it's not really sad. You just kind of get older a little, even just like a tiny, just like slightly older.
Slightly,
like,
barely.
Ever so slightly older. And you realize that, like, you're going to have to set some priorities and, like, pick and choose what you want in life.
You truly can't have it all.
No. You have a set amount of years here.
Yeah.
And if I don't ever own a beach house, like, that'll be okay.
It'll be okay. I'm not going to be butthurt about it. I'll still be going to the beach, don't worry.
Yeah.
But it just won't be under my property name.
Okay, the next one, spend the night on a train.
No, what I thought of is the train that goes, where's the one that we want to ride?
Somewhere out west? Is that what you're talking about?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I would definitely do that and spend the night on that because it's an overnight train ride.
And it's like all glass. I think it's an Amtrak. Like, just, you know.
Yeah, I thought about that one when I was thinking about bucket list. I would love to do that because it's beautiful. So I think that would be fun.
Me too. It's in the cards for me in like the next few years to start being like an Amtrak girly, you know?
Okay.
Because they have them in Virginia. So
yeah,
you just hop up to New York.
Okay, Amtrak.
Hop up to Grand Central. I think it's actually would be like Penn Central, but
okay.
Anyway,
not to get
or Union.
Okay, nerd.
You can go to Union Station in DC, which is cool too.
That would be cool.
So yeah, spending the night on a train I think is awesome, and also 1923 made me want to ride trains too.
I have yet to watch that. I just don't have the streaming service.
Yeah, you really need to log into my.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. This episode
Mabel just did a force hand. Did a force handstand in my Mally.
That's on me, girl. That's my bee. Sorry about that one.
Okay, the next one is Coney Island in New York. This is a good bucket list item.
Love.
I think maybe we probably won't have time on this New York trip, but
no,
we'll go
soon. We can cook later.
Yeah. I think that would be really cool. Yeah. Maybe like when we have kids, that could be fun because it's like a amusement park, right? Yeah.
That would be really sweet. So in 15 years, we'll go.
Yeah. We've been booking some trips for like 5 years into the future. Now we have one for 15.
Yeah. Because we're having kids in like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say 30?
Yeah.
I thought you said 3 at first.
No, 30.
Like, perfect. Yeah, 30 to 40 years in the future we'll start having kids. Okay, next one, we had another ride in a hot air balloon. Very popular.
Oh, wow.
Okay, the next one, I like this one. To be in a game show.
Well, that would be really hard to do, but that would be really fun.
Well, the person who wrote this in, actually came from a game night. This is Ryan's aunt. Shout out Tara. She listens to every episode, by the way.
Wow,
Big fan.
Tara.
She's in the club, in the Friends in the Wild club.
The club.
Yeah. And she is like, she loves games. Like, she always is getting new board games and trying them out. So I think she will fulfill this goal, and I'm excited to see it happen.
I would like to go on Let's Make a Deal. Because I watched that as a child.
What about Cash Cab?
Oh, yeah, for sure, but I've already been on.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, maybe we should
done that.
Tara be one of our guests when we do our next Cash Cab.
That would be, she would love that.
We're going to plant our girly out on the streets of Rogersville.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Yeah, And we could fulfill her bucket list dream.
Yeah, it could be our game show. If she never, like, makes it to any other.
Yeah.
We'll
always be her gateway drug.
Yeah. We'll be her practice.
Yeah.
I would want to go on, even though it would be horrible, I would want to go on Jeopardy. Because I love Jeopardy so much.
You seem like a Jeopardy girl.
Thanks.
Welcome. That's a compliment.
I feel like that's a compliment.
Yeah. Smart.
Are there any other game shows you would be interested in going on? I think, like, Wheel of Fortune's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really get it. I don't think.
That's going to be a hot take. Wheel of Fortune. I just don't get it.
It's very easy to understand
All the
game.
and peepaws are about to come for you.
What about, like, The Price is Right? You think you could guess prices?
Maybe.
I don't. She wants back in frame so bad. Hello, girlie.
She got her dose of floor tom.
I think I would be really bad at The Price is Right, actually. I can't even remember many more game shows.
Me either. I feel like they're a dying trade.
Well, they have a lot of new ones with, like, celebrity hosts. Like, Rob Lowe is the host of one.
Okay. Oh, I would want to go on Wipeout. That would be so fun.
That would be so fun. That's a good call.
Wipeout.
Remember, did you ever play the Wipeout Wii game?
I don't think so.
Me and my brothers loved it. Or Hole in the Wall. Do you remember Hole in the Wall?
No.
This was on, like, Disney Channel or Cartoon Network or something, with, like, a kids channel. And they would have, like, these weirdly shaped holes in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And the hole in the wall would, like, be moving toward you, and you would have to, like, stand still and configure yourself in a way that, like, you could go through the hole in the wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It was a really weird show, but Jim, my little brother, was obsessed with it.
Or I would go on Guy's Grocery Game, where they just run around a grocery store and try to buy a bunch of stuff. Like, they have a list that they have to buy, and they have a time.
I hate that. I hate grocery shopping.
I think that would break, like, our hatred of grocery shopping.
You
like,
think?
make grocery shopping fun.
Yeah.
Maybe every time we go grocery shopping,
we just play that game.
Make a list and just be running around.
Mabel is staring at me in the eyes. She's, like, really not breaking the human dressed up as a dog allegation.
No, she definitely has human eyes, and it's slightly freaky.
Now that I think about it, there are a ton of game shows.
Yeah, I want to go on the crazy ones. Not intellectually. I want to be, like, physically.
Yeah.
Not like Survivor.
American Ninja Warrior.
But Wipeout vibes.
Yeah.
Like, chill vibes. If that's chill.
Yeah. Survivor would be cool. But there's also, like, Traders and stuff like that. Have you ever watched Traders?
No, I haven't.
I don't really either. The premise is, like, there's all of these people that come together, obviously, and then one of them is a traitor, and they have to figure out who it is, and the traitor's trying to, like, hide themselves.
Mm.
But I don't really think I understand, like, how you win or anything like that. But everybody says it's amazing, and we should watch it.
My dad wants to go on the show Alone. I don't know if that would be considered a game show, but it's like a survival show. Like, they just drop you off.
Yeah.
And you have no way of knowing who's the last man. You just eventually have to call in.
What about Naked and Afraid?
I'm way too insecure for that one.
They blur you out.
I'm afraid all the time. And I don't want to be naked.
I would be afraid. My brain immediately goes to, I would get bit on my private parts.
Or just in general, like, I don't want to be bitten.
Yeah. Yeah, you're so completely exposed, obviously.
Yeah. All of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm out.
And the camera people, you're not censored out to the camera people.
No.
They're seeing you naked.
And the contestants.
True.
And you're, like, paired up man and woman.
That's true, yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like there's another game show that I have, like, watched a lot in life that I can't remember. I don't know. But yeah, to be in a game show, that's a good bucket list. Like, a unique bucket list item. I like it a lot.
I do too.
Okay, hike the entire Appalachian Trail.
We've been marinating on this one for a while.
We've talked about this. I really would love to do this. I don't think it's in the cards for me to do, like, a through hike, like the whole thing at once. Obviously, that's
But take it in segments.
Crazy. Yeah.
I think I would like that too.
And I think it would be a cool thing, like, you know, if you do, like, a things to do before 30 list, like, say,
hike, give yourself, like 10 years.
Yeah. Hike, like, 50 miles of it or something. You know, you could do it in increments. I think that would be cool.
Yeah. And it would be cool to, like, have a group that does it together.
Yeah.
And it's like your reunion kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Like us. We'll see each other, like, maybe a few times a year.
Yeah. Something like that.
And just hike.
Like, just that kind of reunion type of vibe.
That's going to be us.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Okay. I said that I would love to see the Northern Lights, but the Northern Lights were in East Tennessee, and I saw them in my front yard. And while we're on that topic, I do have to just rant really quickly. Everybody loves to downplay that so much. They're always like, oh, you can only see it in the pictures, whatever, whatever, whatever. I don't care. Yeah. That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life, and nobody's going to take that away from me and minimize it.
Good.
And I'm sick of them trying to.
Stand on that.
I am standing on this business.
Business is being stood on right now.
Literally. Consider it stood upon. No, but seriously, like...
It was crazy.
Whenever I say that, like, whenever I bring that up, somebody always says, you can only see it in pictures.
Okay, and?
It's the Northern Lights in East Tennessee. Like, I don't care. I don't care.
Good.
And another thing, I just have to throw this in here, a personal anecdote. My mama latched on to the fact that I said to her one time, a couple months before she died, Mama, the Northern Lights are on an 11-year cycle, and this year is like their peak. And I was like, it would be so cool to go see them this year. And she like would always bring that up to me and my mom, like every time we would talk to, literally every time we would talk to her, which was daily. And she died, and then like the next week, like very soon after she died, we saw the Northern Lights. So it's even more
special.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone be nice to her.
People who tell me you can only see it in the pictures,
shut up.
Remember this moment, okay? And leave me alone.
Mind your business.
No, but I actually want to see the Northern Lights in like their natural habitat. Yeah,
I agree.
In
that
Norway.
Would be insane.
Yeah,
to where like the whole sky's just
lit
up. That'd be crazy.
Not to like keep harping on this, but I was sure that like Jesus was coming back that night. I remember looking up, and it was at the direct top of the sky, and like it was just like waves of green, waves of green, waves of green, and it was like there was like a pinpoint in the middle of the sky, and it was all coming from there. And I was like, I can literally like envision
heaven.
Like
I know
some higher power like descending,
see, like the sunlight beaming through clouds in a certain light. I'm like, this is the end. Like,
me too.
The Lord is coming. Is this the eastern sky? I don't have a compass, but if it is,
I know.
Jesus is here.
That night I was like sure that Jesus was coming back.
Sometimes I like when I have moments like that, because it's like a reminder, like, time could end at any time.
Yeah.
You truly never know, so.
Totally. Yeah.
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 So, yeah.
So, enough on that, yeah.
Okay, next, go to Rome, see the Colosseum.
I thought you were going to say go to Romans and, like, tell me scripture I needed to read. You're like, go to Romans, chapter 16, verse 21. Next on the list,
please. Okay, next on the list, announce my call to preach.
Next on the list, become a disciple.
We're so stupid right now.
Go to Rome.
Go to Rome and see the Colosseum. And all the
immediately, yes.
Ancient Rome things. Yeah, this is in like our 5-year plan.
And we need to go to Italy before it like drowns.
Yeah, before Venice goes under.
Yeah.
Completely.
So
totally.
That's like on a 2-year plan.
Yeah.
We're etching it in our calendars.
Okie dokie. Now, we're just going to do a little flipperoo over to our other list that we received. Thank you to everyone who wrote in, as usual.
Yeah.
All right. Go somewhere with, this is along the same lines as the Northern Lights. Go somewhere with no light pollution so I can see all the stars.
Okay, yeah.
This is so epic. I was looking at some bucket list items on Reddit, and someone had said something like this, like a zero light pollution zone, and somebody linked a map to where like you could see. And there's some places in like Hancock County that are zero light pollution. Yeah, so they're not that far away.
Colin would love that. Colin is a big astrology guy.
Yeah.
He's really into the signs. No. he just loves to look at the stars. Like, we would sit on his trampoline at his house. We've actually got our wicker furniture off of our porch and, like, set up a makeshift lounging area. He loves to look at the stars.
That would be so fun.
He would really enjoy that.
And I think it would be so crazy to, like, really be able to see it all. Because even though we're kind of out, you know, a little bit away from the
city.
I mean, there's still so much light pollution, like, just from Rogersville, you know? So.
That major city that we live in.
Yeah. It was crazy when I looked at that map, like, the light pollution from Rogersville, like, expands so far out.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but. Okay, next. Ride in a hot tub limo.
Who is, like, thinking on that?
This girl, she goes to my school. She also listens to our podcast. Hey, Nina.
Oh, name drop. Thanks, girl.
This is, like, the most Nina thing I've ever read.
That would be such a vibe.
I know. A hot tub limo, like, with your friends.
Hopefully you don't get in a crash. Could you imagine, like, the slosh?
Yeah, it has to be illegal. But, you know, you see those, like, convertibles with a pool in the back?
No, I've never seen a convertible with a pool in the back.
No, not, like, on the road. Just, like, on, like, Pinterest or like, the internet.
No.
Really?
I've never seen that.
Well, they're really cool, so maybe it's that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I'm sure Tesla will come up with something soon, so.
I don't know if Tesla's really in the, like, aquatic car market.
You never know.
Yeah. I love when people have, like, random bucket list items, you know?
I feel like all mine are boring and generic.
Yeah, mine are, yeah.
So I need to come up with something crazy.
Mine are predictable, you know?
Yeah. That was a really unique one.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, go to Santorini.
Oh, yeah. I'm going.
Yes.
Probably like 6-year plan.
I have to share another personal anecdote. Sorry, guys. We were playing a game today, and the answer was Greece, and Ryan was trying to get me to guess the word Greece. And he said, Rome, olives, and then I think mythology, which was a good one. But
I would have still said, like, Athens or something. Not Athens, but...
Rome is in Italy. Like, it's not in Greece.
If he knew you, he would
Yeah.
have said Mamma Mia.
That is exactly what I said. I said, say Mamma Mia, and I'll get it first
Blue
try.
and white.
And his aunt reminded me that you could only
He's
say
a
one
man.
word.
Mia.
I said, start with Mama, and I'll get something random and go to Mia.
With Donna.
Yeah.
Start with Bill Anderson.
Also, we were playing the same game, and the answer was Bill, and my granddaddy's name is Bill. So I said, Granddaddy, and he didn't get it. I was like, we are so not in sync right now.
You're not compatible.
No, we should break up, literally.
And that's why you've been crying.
I came away from this game night with some large
Big
realizations.
decisions.
If you are, like, unsure about your relationship, my advice is to have, like, a family game night.
Oh,
See how it goes. And
that's scary.
specifically do games where you have to, like, give clues and, you know, get each other to guess a word.
Yeah.
Because
There was something
it's ruined some relationships, including mine.
Greece is like my number one place I want to go. I actually was almost about to plan a wedding there. But it's just so expensive to get people there. It was going to be in the Mamma Mia Chapel. I'm just going to let that be known. Because you can, like, rent it out, and it's not really that expensive. But it's just, like, the whole getting everyone to Greece.
Yeah.
And up on that mountain.
Mostly to Greece. I
Yeah.
could have figured the mountain out, probably.
But that is, like, my number one place. And then we were going to go on our honeymoon there. But we've decided, you know, prioritizing that we just need to save up our money.
Yeah.
So for our 1-year anniversary, we're kidding.
Well, now you've put it out into the universe that, like, you were gonna do that, so it's like it was your
It's
idea.
gonna happen.
You know?
Yeah. Like, okay.
you claimed it.
Copycats.
Yeah.
Kidding.
No, literally, anyone who does that after that, they stole it from you.
Right.
So
I'm an inspiration.
yeah.
I will,
You stole
be
it
getting
from
married in East
Sophie?
Tennessee.
Really, it's really,
Okay.
it's really similar to the Mamma
Yeah.
Mia Chapel. You know.
Yeah. They have
So.
so many similarities.
Yeah. So next is see all 7 wonders of the world.
I thought of that one, and I
It's a
just
good
like
one.
it is a great one. I just hope that I can attain that. It's not one that feel like I might be able to attain, you know?
Why?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be realistic. I would love to, but it's not like if I die on my deathbed, I'm like, I've only seen 5. Like,
yeah, that's so true. If I get to be 50 and haven't seen them,
just like throw the towel.
I better be doing it pretty. No, I'll want to do it pretty
like
quick.
Pack your bags.
Yeah, I'll be like, let's retire ASAP and get to doing this.
Oh yeah,
you know,
I'm retiring literally at 35.
Amen.
If I make it that.
Amen.
I'm ready to retire now.
Do not blame me.
I hit my year and I was like, I've seen enough. What I've seen has been enough. I'm ready to go to the house.
Oh, sorry, Mabel. Disturbed you. No, I'll see all 7 wonders. I'm putting it out into the universe.
Okay, I'm going with you.
Yeah. But, there are, like, the 7 wonders of the world, and then there are, like, the 7 natural wonders of the world. So, and I'm pretty sure Victoria Falls is one of them.
I was about to say,
I've already seen that.
Ebbing Flowing Springs one?
It ought to be. If not, it's probably the 8th.
Yeah.
It was on, like, the honorable mentions list, I think.
Yeah. Probably.
Okie dokie. Next.
Oh, there's more?
There's...
Oh, yeah. You just put your phone up like we were done.
Yeah, sorry. Visit Olympic National Park.
Yeah.
Where is Olympic?
I just would love to go to an Olympic game. That would be crazy.
I'm surprised we didn't get that answer.
Well, we just made it. We're going to the Olympics. Where is it? Where's the next one?
That's a good question. I'll look that up in
Greece by chance?
Surely not.
We'll be packing our bags.
If the...
And competing.
The first Olympic Games... Okay, Olympic National Park is in Washington State. Is that where Denali is? I don't know.
You're getting way too
into
technical.
the weeds. But, or Mount Rainier? Hang on, I have to go down this rabbit hole for just a second. Where is Mount Rainier? Because I keep seeing TikToks about Mount Rainier and it's so beautiful. Oh, it's Mount Rainier National Park, so...
Okay.
That's a little bit embarrassing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, totally.
And yeah.
Okay, and then where are the 2028? 2028 Olympic.
Olympic.
Oh, they're in LA. We knew that.
Oh, well, let's go.
No, we totally should go.
We're packing our bags.
What sport would you want to see?
Is it, I'm assuming, where's
summer?
Yeah, where's the winter one's gonna be?
I don't know.
I would love to see gymnastics.
Me too.
So, yeah.
Anything else? Like swimming?
Swimming, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like gymnastics are the most iconic.
Yeah.
Winter Olympics 2026. Oh, yeah. Like the random ones.
Yeah.
Volleyball and stuff like that.
Those underrated sports that women do.
That
volleyball.
Are like, that are really... That no one really cares about. Maybe we could get cheap tickets. Yeah. Italy is hosting the 2026 Winter Olympics.
We'll be going to both.
Yeah.
And we'll be watching snowboarding.
Yeah. Who's
Shaun Watt.
Yeah, there we go.
And Nina Dobrev? Are
they together?
Yeah, they're engaged.
Like, that's crazy. Maybe I had heard
she
that.
tore her ACL skiing or snowboarding.
How embarrassing.
And that's why she's been walking with a cane.
Your fiance is like the best snowboarder in the world and you tear your ACL doing it.
I have a vivid memory of going in the grocery store and getting gum and Shaun Watt was on it. It was like his flavor. I was like, that is dope.
I fully thought that you were going to say that Shaun Watt was in the grocery store.
He was there and I was like, who is that ginger? Why is there ginger here? I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the last one, visit the River Jordan.
Yes, I would love to get baptized in the River Jordan.
Yeah, I would love to like walk in places where Jesus walked.
Yeah.
I have to say.
I agree. I would love to go there.
Yeah.
And I definitely, if it's available, I would hopefully get baptized. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that. Maybe go see his tomb. Hashtag it's empty.
Hashtag heat is risen. If you haven't heard,
watch the eastern skies.
Yeah.
Watch your back.
It's just like so much to see and do.
Yeah.
So,
and yeah.
Okay, well, let's
that's enough of that. That is literally enough of that. I hope that. Actually, I don't even expect people to make it to the end of this one.
I think people. No, I know people do because they tell me and I believe them. And I see the statistics on Spotify.
You're holding them accountable. Can't take you for your word. We'll be taking the facts.
Yeah, whenever people say, I listen to every episode, full episode, I'm like, okay, well, 3 people have told me that today, and
views are down.
Percentages aren't matching up.
Liars.
Just kidding.
Anywho, guys, we hope that you have a great week. We love you, and everyone remember LG as she's making her big move.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. All right, see ya. Love ya. Bye.
Bye.